Yo, in this video, I'm gonna talk about what my experience been like quitting my job for YouTube, and also if you guys are thinking about quitting your job for YouTube, if it's gonna be worth it or not. So, man, I would say do not quit your job, bro. Like, do not quit your job for YouTube. And at that time when I quitted my job for YouTube, everybody was just talking about YouTube, and you know what I'm saying, like YouTube, just everybody was just jumping on YouTube. And so I was like, man, I was seeing people getting paid on YouTube, so I was like, man, I'm just gonna, but the reason why I quit is because I hated the job I was at. Like, I hated it. Like, I couldn't stand it, bro. Like, I just couldn't stand it. If you just at a job where you totally hate, like you cannot stand it, I would say quit, or just like find another job to replace that with. But honestly, if I had a job that was decent, that I kind of like, oh, it's like, it's not too bad, I probably would have ended up staying. But it's because I hated my job, one, and two, I also wanted to do YouTube. Thank God for delivery apps, because at that time when I did quit my job and was trying to pursue YouTube, man, I had to learn the hard way. YouTube is like very difficult, bro. Like, especially if your channel, like you don't know nobody. Like, if you already have a following, like on other platforms, like say Instagram or TikTok, you can gain more subscribers and like start getting paid on YouTube a lot faster. But if you just like starting from scratch, from like no other social medias and just straight YouTube, man, it's hard, bro. Like, and you can stay consistent for like months. Like YouTube, bro, it's like internship. Like, bro, you're not gonna get paid for like years. Like, you gonna have to put in work for YouTube for like years, like at least 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's with consistency. If you're not very consistent with it, it can take you even longer, like probably like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But I think that once that you end up getting paid on YouTube, it'll be worth it. But also, bro, YouTube don't even pay that much. Your job pays more than YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, as of like the new channels, you need about 100K subscribers just to barely make like 2 to 3K a month. Which at your job you can make that in a month. You know what I'm saying? And with YouTube, to get 100K subscriber, bro, it can take you. Some people can take them like years, like decades. You know what I'm saying? It all just depends. But like, bro, like some people it can take them decades to get 100K subscribers. Some people, they can do it quick, like, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say just quit your job for YouTube until you're able to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can do YouTube on the side, on your days off or whatever, but it could be a good investment for sure. So when I quit my job, man, yeah, like I wasn't even nowhere near close to even getting monetized. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know what I was thinking, honestly. And I honestly just think that it was just because I hated that job. Like, I was gonna quit regardless if it was for YouTube or not. Like, I was just planning on quitting. So, but the delivery apps is basically what saved me at that time when I quit that job, just doing deliveries like 5 to 6 days a week. I was basically making the same thing I was making at that job. But the only thing I don't like about deliveries is like, bro, like you racking up mileage, maintenance on your car, no PTO time, no sick time. So at the end of the day, it's like, bro, a job is way better, bro. So like at that time in my life, I didn't go through all this experience, but like I'm like, man, it would have just been better if I would have just stayed at that job. Like, I would have PTO, I would have had sick time, consistent money every month, every week. You know what I'm saying? But it was a very, like, the labor on that job was very hard. That's why I was like thinking about quitting. But yeah, you guys should definitely not quit your job for YouTube or anything, bro. Like, y'all should just keep your job. If you hate that job, then find another job to replace that job with. And what else is I gonna say? Yeah, and then also, like, just work on YouTube on the side, or anything else that you want to do. Just work on it on the side while you're at your job. you want to build multiple sources of income. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just depend on one thing. You don't want to just depend on your job. You don't want to just depend on YouTube. You don't want to just depend on whatever else. You want to create multiple sources of income. So on the side, do YouTube. On the side, do other stuff. Keep your job. Increase your income. You know what I'm saying? That's the trick to making a lot of money, and eventually you can get to a point where you can quit that job. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my advice to y'all, man. Do not quit. If I was to give advice to anybody, is don't quit your job, bro. I know a lot of people is saying like you scared, you're being fearful of like what could happen, bro. You don't want to put yourself in a struggle on purpose. You don't want to struggle on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Just work on that YouTube channel on the side and just keep grinding, stacking up your money at your job, and stack up PTO time. Use your PTO time, that PTO time that you get, then work on your channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's my advice to y'all, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.